Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It is Monday morning, and Monday morning usually means a what sold video, and that's what I got for you today. We're not wasting any time. Let's get going. Alright, you may notice something a little different today. It's my hat. Yeah, I bought a new hat this weekend. I bought it before the Buffalo Bills game, and then they lost. Yeah, they played terribly. But anyways, I knew that they were going to lose. Cincinnati is a very good football team. They're hot right now, and I expect them to beat the Chiefs next week and have a good shot to win the Super Bowl. So if you're a betting person, I like Cincinnati this year, at this point. Anyway, we're getting into sales, and sales actually were pretty good this weekend, and it's because of the reason that I titled this video. You gotta, or what did I title it? It won't sell if you don't list it, something like that. And that is so true. I spent part of the weekend mornings getting a bunch of stuff out of my death pile listed. This is all items that were still from that game and model purchase that I had. I had one box of stuff that I was just completely ignoring. And at this point, it's been close to a year that I bought, since I bought all those items. And I had one box of miscellaneous stuff that was going to take some time to go through. And I finally did it. And it resulted in a lot of sales. And I kind of knew it would, so I was happy about that. But I'm going to get into the other stuff first, and then because that's kind of going to be a big, long story. And I got other things to talk and babble about, so we'll get into those as well. But let's get into sales. Pretty good this weekend because of all those items. I sold a total of 19 different items, and it was about $900. Maybe it was $800. I don't know. Let me just get over here and double check. Almost $900? Yeah, 900 is a better number than 800. So close to $900, but that has tax and shipping and everything all included in that total. So still pretty good. Let's get into this. I keep having to reach up and swipe my screen to get rid of some sales. Sales keep coming in as I'm filming this video, so that's great. Have some more stuff to ship tomorrow. But oh god, I got a pile of stuff back here. We'll start with the little stuff, and we'll kind of get into the bigger things. Not worry about the price or anything like that. Got a bunch of little stuff down here. All right, first up, I'm an international seller. Yeah, these are going global shipping program, and they're going to Spain. These are a bunch of like little diver swimmer figures. Came in a big bulk bag of toy figures that I bought at a Goodwill. That bag was only like $7 or something like that. It had a bunch of different Marvel figures in there. These were just bonus ones in there. Honestly, I didn't think they were worth anything. But use Google Lens. Google Lens is your friend when you're trying to figure out all these things. These were made by, you'll see the company when I throw the pop-up. I don't remember the name. I'm not even sure if I would pronounce it correctly. But yeah, these are little swimmer diver figures, and this lot of 6 of them sold for $19.99 plus shipping, and it's going over to Spain. They're paying like $28 shipping, the global shipping program, to get these sent over to them. So yeah, stuff that I thought was junk, used Google Lens, found out there were some sold comps, and got $19 for those figures. All right, we'll stay with the action figures, and we'll go with 2 items in a row here that I bought the same day, same store, and they sold within just a day or so of listing them. First up, we got this one here, trying to get it without the glare. Glare, no glare. This is, who is it? Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four, but this is from a Build-A-Figure series. And if you list these on eBay, or if you see BAF, that stands for Build-A-Figure. And what a lot of these do, or a lot of these companies do, is they add body parts for other figures in the box, and then you have to buy all the figures to put this one big figure. And this is the Super Skrull, is who you got parts for. Now at this thrift store, they actually did have all different 4 of the Fantastic Four characters, but this is the only one that had all those Build-A-Figures in there. The other ones that they were taken out, so you got to be careful of those. They look brand new in the box, but they're missing all these extra accessories that you would use to build that Skrull figure. So this was the only one that was complete. It did have a bent dog-eared corner up here, and I just closed it. So I sold it for a little less than it normally would. Probably about $30 if this were in good shape. I got $21.99, and it was marked $7.49. I probably used my coupon that day, so I got it for about $6. So $6 into 22, that's not too terrible for something that sells literally right away. This was the same thing, marked same price. It was also marked $7.49. And this is just because I saw the Death Star, obviously you see it, you got to check out and see what it is. But this is a kitchen timer. I mean, they make Star Wars stuff for everything now. There's literally nothing that you can't get that doesn't have Star Wars on it. They also made them in BB-8 and R2-D2 models. Cool little kitchen timer. Again, crazy Star Wars fan. You know, somebody would want it in their kitchen. What did this one sell for? It was around that same price, maybe just slightly more. You know me, I say it every time. I gotta flip over and look at the screen because I don't remember what everything sold for. $24.99 for that one. So yeah, I got $25 and $21.99 from that same stop for both items. I spent about $6 $6 each for. All right, let's get into these two next. Next, we did sell an autograph photo. Haven't been selling a lot of these. I probably have 30 or 40 autograph photos in my inventory, but they're just slow sellers. There's a lot of them out there on eBay. There's very few players that you will get that have a limited amount of autographed photos out there. So this was a play here. I didn't get it authenticated. I'm going to drop it here, but it's in a protective holder like this, so you know, it's not going to get hurt. Back of the photo, this is Javon Curse, played for the Tennessee Titans. He was a really good defensive player. I believe he also played for the Eagles and maybe a couple other teams, but yeah, he was a good defensive player back in his day. This sold for, I think, $12.99 plus shipping. I don't know. It'll be on the screen, but it was somewhere around there. I pick up stuff like that at the local sports auction, and I pay anywhere from $1 to maybe $3 tops for some of these guys, and then I can sell them for, you know, 10, 12, 15 bucks. Next up, this is a really cool comic book. This came in one of those bundles of mystery comics that I got. Web of Spider-Man #1. If you didn't watch that video, you should have watched it. It was mystery comic book bags. It was a really good video. Really good buy. Paid $20 each for 4 different bags of mystery comics because they were sealed that way at the thrift store. But Web of Spider-Man #1. Black suit. He's got that cool black suit on. This sold for $20 plus shipping. Yeah, this is a really good comic book. If you have this in high grade, you're going to have a little bit of money there. This one here was in decent shape, but you can tell that it had been read and handled through the years, but really cool find. I paid $20 a bag, and that one alone sold for $20. Yeah, I did really good on those. Go watch that video. Of course, I did sell some cards this weekend. I always sell some cards. And let me show you what I did on this one lot. I did a bunch of lots of these the other day. Now, when I buy collections, there's always a ton of bulk cards that are, I'll use some card terms for some of you that aren't used to cards, but they have refractors or prisms or serial numbered cards or relic cards. And I kind of separate those, especially the lower dollar ones that aren't going to sell for $1, $2, $3 by themselves, and I put them into bulk lots like this. This has 100 different cards in it, and every one of these cards is individually serial numbered. Let's see if I can find one where you can see the serial number pretty easy on the back. In case you've never seen, right there's a serial number on the back. So there's only this one. I think it was, I can't read the number without my glasses. There's only that many of that card made. So unfortunately, these are players that don't sell for a whole lot, or maybe they might sell for $1 tops. It's really not worth listing them individually, so I just take a bulk lot of these. There's 100 of them. I made several different lots this weekend and sell it for $19.99 plus shipping. So I get 20 cents per card. When I'm buying these, I'm literally paying nothing or just pennies per card. So yeah, not bad. A little $20 stack right there. Here's another little stack. This one wasn't quite $20, but this was close. I think this was $17.99. It may show 20 on the screen. There's a few of these where I send a 10% off offer and they took it. So what I say and what's on the pop-up is different. That's why. These are really nice looking cards from 1997. So at this point, those are 20. Wow, that's 26 years ago. Pacific Dynagon, and I forget exactly what these call these, but these are really cool. These are two-sided cards, so each card has a player on the front and back, I think from the same team. Really cool. They made a couple different color variations, like a copper or a silver. They're really nice. They're really nice, but they're not worth a whole lot and not real well collected, unfortunately. Like I said, I think it sold for $17.99 plus shipping. You'll see the pop-up. Just a little bulk lot of those again. It was something that came in a collection that I got. Next, Fernando Vina. Yeah, was a really good player for the Cardinals. Not a super good hitter, but I think he was a really good fielder. I think that's why he stuck around for so long. But little fan favorite autograph right here. This sold for $12.99 plus shipping. Came in a big bulk lot of autographs and jersey cards that I got. So I paid $1.50 for that card, turned it into $12.99. That was pretty good. One more card. We got Cindy Brady. Yeah, Susan Olsen card. Yeah, they make cards for everything. Again, if you don't know cards, literally there's nothing that they don't make cards for. And they make celebrity cards as well. This one's called Growing Up Grass. But this is like a production proof card that they sealed, made by Leaf. So normally the card would be autographed here. This was a proof that was done and sealed before they autographed it. 101. They made a few different variations. These, you can see the crazy colors on the back right there. I bought a few of these from a friend. They're not worth a whole lot. I paid him $4 a piece and it sold for $10. So yeah, not making crazy money on these, but I bought a few of them just because he had them and wanted to get rid of them. So I bought $4, sold it for $10. I only bought 3 of them. That's the first one to sell. All right, we got some larger stuff back here, and so I don't forget, I got this one here. Yeah, look, this is an old helmet. This is an old Air helmet. You can see inside it's got the foam. Inside it is, just for your reference, it's Air 5, or Air V as they put on the back. You can see how this has yellowed through the years, which means it was probably sitting in someone's storage locker or garage here in Arizona, and that white went to yellow. I did leave the stickers on. Normally I clean these up a little bit and make them present a little better, but I thought because it had like these old St. Louis Cardinals football stickers on the side, I thought it looked really cool. Whether the person wants it that way or not, I don't know, but I just left it that way. Saved me some time too. This is a good helmet though. If you find these old air helmets like this, they bring some decent money. I think this one sold for $70. I think it was $69.99 plus shipping. If it were in better condition, I could have got even a little more if this were nice and white, nice bright white, but still $70 for this helmet. I tell you, sell football helmets. All right, next we're going to get into this little bundle back here. Y'all know what this is. I'm not going to show up every part, but we got a little Wii bundle right here, and I did include one game with it. Now, I included Wii Play. It's not a real popular game. It's fairly cheap. It probably sells for like $5. I included that game with it. You can see I didn't even have the box. I just put it in a little case. You get two of the little remote controllers. You got the power cord. You got the bar. And you got the AV cables. So you got everything you need to make this game complete. It's missing the little back doors on there as well. Now, at one point during the pandemic, these things were going crazy, and you could get like $100 or more for a Wii bundle. Not quite anymore, unless you pair up some really good games with it. This bundle, I think I originally listed it like $70, probably 6 months or more ago, and slowly have been trickling the price down to a more realistic price. I think I brought it down to like $50 like a month ago, and it still didn't sell. I sent out a 10% offer, and they took it. So yeah, I got $44.99 for this little bundle here. I actually have two more Wiis that are tested, ready to go, but I didn't want to list those until this one's sold, regardless of the price. Now, in the next one that I do, I'm going to put a better game with it. I have more games. You will sell it quicker if you put a Mario Kart or one of those type good games in there with it, and rather than just the Wii Play. So that bundle finally sold. I made a little bit of money on it, not too much. I bought it as a big bundle that came with games and some other parts as well. So to get $45, finally back out of that, I'm happy. And I can get on to completing those other couple listings. Like I said, I got a couple other Wiis that are already tested and ready to go. Couple more things back here. Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, same store that actually, different day, but same store that I bought these couple things at, had a ton of these little mini posters in one day. They were just covered on the top of one of the toy shelves. And I think I bought 18 different boxes that day and paid $8 a piece for them. This is, again, Five Nights at Freddy's. And these are little mini posters. So you can see that there's a bunch of different little mini posters. These are individually boxed inside. Let me see. I think I can open this up to show you. So they're individually boxed inside. There's 9 different posters in here. And I thought of taking these to my collectibles booth and selling them individually there. I did that once a while back with some Batman ones and didn't have great results. So I figured I'd just try to sell these entire boxes first. And this is only the second of all those boxes that I've sold. So I still haven't got my money back on that purchase yet, but slowly. Because I paid $8 per box and been selling these, well, the second one, I think it was $49.99. I can't remember if I sent an offer on this one. So it might have been $45 that I sold it for. But it is going international. This is also going over to Spain. I don't know why everything's going to Spain today, but it is. I'm just sending it to Kentucky to the global shipping program. They'll ship it overseas for me. But these are pretty cool. Yeah, these are made by Just Toys. I've had a few of these in the past. I got some others still on in the garage that haven't sold yet, but hopefully in the future they will. All right, this is the last sale before I get into all those games and the big story that goes on with that. So let me tell you about this. First off, I paid nothing for this. My mom gave it to me. Yeah, it was something that they bought several years back, wasn't using, must have had it stored up in their closet or something for quite a while. She brought it over. She said, you can have it, you can sell it, whatever you get for it, it is yours. Mom, we got $50 for this. Yeah, $50 for this Sony DVD player. I think they paid like $120. They had the old receipt in there still. I crumpled it up and threw it away. But yeah, they paid like $120 from this from, I think, Costco way back in the day. Like 10, 12 years ago. So yeah, Sony little portable DVD players. People still do buy and use these for their kids, for travel, for whatever it is. But yeah, here's the model number, just in case you're curious, right there. Yeah, $50 for that one. Yeah, let's get into this whole thing about me having stuff that I haven't listed that needed to get done. And I finally got it done this weekend, a little before football game fun, I guess, as I went through this big tote of loose game parts. These were all like war strategy type games, and I knew that there was money in here. It was just going to take some work to get through it because there was a lot of loose games, and they had like the rules and the maps together, but no game pieces together. And I didn't really know how to deal with a lot of these. So what I had to kind of do is look at each of the games. A lot of them were like this. They were just like in these little manila envelopes, and you'd open it up, see what the game was. I'd look it up on eBay, see if it was worth listing by itself individually. Some of them were, even though they didn't have the game pieces with them, and blah, blah, blah. So, had a really good day yesterday with sales just because I did all this work and worked a couple deals. So let me show you what happened first. I had one person buy 2 different games. This one here, I think this one was actually complete, just didn't have a box. So you see the game pieces were unpunched. They had several different sheets like that. You have the rules and stuff. So yeah, this was called Chieftain. Chieftain, yeah. Didn't have the box with it. I don't know why. Just put it like that. This one actually sold for $40. Yeah, $40 plus shipping on that one. Just sitting there in that manila envelope. That one was pretty easy because it was already together. This one here I knew was a really good game if it was complete. I don't know if I should try to pronounce this one. Let's see. Drang nach Austin? I don't know. I think it's German. If this were complete, it was probably a $200, maybe even more game. There's some out there that are listed for like $300 and $400, but probably that $200 range is where it would have been if it were complete. It wasn't complete though. This is just like a loose game. It didn't have a box or anything. There were some of the instructions in here. It had some maps. There was like 8 different maps, but it was missing one of those 8. And some of the parts in here, you can see were like printed on like a home printer. Let's see if I can do this. They were printed like on a home printer and stapled together. Like the rule book was damaged, so they went online and printed out the rules. So I just disclosed all this into the listing. I know it was an expensive game if I had it all complete. I didn't really know what it was going to be worth like this. I just kind of picked a price that I would be happy with, and it was $30. So I got $30 plus $40 from that one guy. So you got $70 for this stack of 2 games from one buyer. So that was a great start. All right, I wasn't joking. There was a ton of maps and stuff for all these games. And I didn't want these sitting around forever. Now, here's what you could have done. And I'm sure some of you, as you're watching the video, Mike, you lost money on this and blah, blah, blah. I probably could have listed each manual in each map individually for people that were missing those parts. I could have listed this one part for $5 or $10. I could have went in here and listed this map for $5 or $10. And there are probably 20 different games in here that I could have done that with. I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to sell parts and pieces for $5 and $10 and have it take another 2-3 years to get through this bundle. So I made a really good deal. I showed all the pictures, and I'm going to double check my price because I did this pretty cheap, and I kind of did this on purpose. I put this out here, this whole stack for $30. Yeah, I just wanted it gone. These are all the loose pieces for games. Some of the games, even if complete, were only worth a little bit. This huge bundle, yeah, I got $30 for it. Trust me, I'm happy with $30 to just take this bundle, take a couple pictures, and get rid of it. So I don't know if the person that bought it from me, if they're going to make some money, if they want to list them individually, I'm fine with that. I just wanted this $30 and gone, and it is. So that's great. It's a big, heavy stack. It's going to cost a little bit to ship. I think I charged like $15 shipping on that one. But that's not the biggest sale from it. Like you can see, I've already got some good sales. I've already done like $100 in sales from those games, and the biggest sale is still over here. Along with those games, I had... You're not going to be able to see all of it. It's not as impressive like this, but I had this huge box. Yeah, this box is full of different game counters. These are all the tiny little game pieces that go for these war strategy type games. This thing is full. Individually bagged, so I'm sure somewhere along the line, whoever had this collection before me, bunch of boxes got water damage is what I had heard. So I think they took the counters out and the rules out, and they separated what they could and keep that wasn't damaged, and put them into these bags, but they didn't label any of these bags. So you just have this little bag of counters like that. You have no idea what game it goes to. Now, I could have individually searched by each of those games, saw what the counters looked like, tried to pair them up, tried to sell them that way. It seemed like a lot of work. So what I decided to do again is I made a giant bundle of game pieces like this and listed it on eBay. I did list it for a little more because the counters have a little more value than just the rules and everything. Put this out there for $40. Now, it didn't sell right away. Had somebody contact me a couple hours after I listed it and said that they were interested in several different things that I had, but they knew this was going to be a lot of work for them, trying to pair it up. They were able to identify. They play these games all the time, and they were able to identify 2 or 3 games that these were from, and I had listed those games, just the rules and the map, separately, if that makes sense, and so they wanted to make this big bundle. Now, they offered me $200 for everything, which was perfectly fine for me. $200 sounds good. I already got $100 for that stuff. So if I got $300 today just from working that one box, I was happy with that. So yeah, this big bundle went for $40, $39.99 for this big bundle here. And then they were going to buy several games at my listed price. And I'll show the pop-ups here, and I think they just have like the total price, not the individual price. And he did it in a couple different individual purchases, so it'll look kind of weird. He didn't do it in one big purchase. So we have a few games, one called Atlantic Wall. He said the pieces of this game were inside those pieces, so he identified that one, so he wanted that game. We had one called, oh, what's this one? Soldiers, same sort of thing. He said those pieces are in there. What's this one? This one's called Year of the Rat. I believe it's a Vietnam War game. That was in there. We have Terrible Swift Sword. I think that is a Gettysburg game, so I had the maps in that. No box, no anything on that one. So he said the pieces were in there. So he said between those games and the pieces, that was a good buy for him. And then this one is the one that probably will be the biggest good deal for him. Objective Moscow. This game, it's another really expensive game. If it were complete, $200 easy, pushing $250 to $300 sometimes on the sale of this game when complete. I was missing the instruction booklet, and I think maybe a few counters, maybe some of the counters in there. I don't know. So we made a deal. $200 for all of it, and that sounded fantastic to me. So I will get all this boxed up, sent to him. I'll price it at UPS Ground. Luckily, he's just over in Texas. So from Arizona to Texas, cheap shipping. I think he paid me like $35 shipping, how everything combined together, so I'll refund anything different. My guess is it's going to cost me only $15 to $20 once I get this box up in a big box, because I'm going to send it UPS Ground. It's so cheap to go just a couple states over. Really happy to get $200 for the sale, $100 for that sale. And this was all stuff that was sitting in a death pile literally for a year, and it only took me a few hours that morning to go through all the stuff and get it listed. So sometimes you got to get off your butt, you got to get things done, and I do it too. I can procrastinate just as well as anybody else. All right, that's just about it for today, but I want to show you two more things real quick. I know this video is getting a little bit longer probably than I wanted it to, but look, I got this box in the mail, and you're saying, whoopee, Mike, you got a box, but this box hopefully will change my business a little bit. Yeah, I've been in, as far as resellers go, I've been in the dark ages when it comes to printing. I've been printing my shipping labels on a regular printer on these little two-part label sheets. It's worked great for me for over a decade, probably longer, but I finally went into the 21st century and got me a thermal printer. Finally! I know some of you, Mike, finally, yay, clap, 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 you did it. But I'm going to do a full review, unboxing everything in a video this week. I'm going to show how easy it is to set up. I hope it's easy, because I am not tech savvy when it comes to some of these things. So I'm hoping I can take this thing out of the box. I bought the wireless version. I paid extra to get the cordless, wireless one, so I don't have to plug it into my computer. I can just place it wherever is going to be most convenient for me and have the labels feed up from behind my desk. And yeah, I hope this will be a good video when I do it. I think I'm going to probably put that out on Thursday. I'm probably going to put this together on Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon and do that video on Thursday. So I'll show what it takes to get this thing set up, to get your computer printing to this. I'm still going to use my other printer because I still print out invoices and other items on that printer. So I want to be able to use both printers when I'm printing. Shipping labels will go on here, and then regular invoices and everything will go off my regular printer. So it'll have a little more work involved, but I hope this will save me some time, some money in the long run, and all of that. So I'm kind of excited to get into this box and get it set up. Aside from that, I always want to show one thing that I picked up in these videos. In this case, it's going to be 4. Got it back here. Went into a thrift store the other day. Of course, it was a Goodwill. And they just rolled out a cart with a bunch of kitchen-type items in there. And usually there's nothing in there that I find. But I did see a bunch of colorful glasses in there, and I found these, and these are amazing. I remember these from my childhood. First up, we got Shazam. Yeah, I already got these prices. These are going to go to my booth. I don't want to sell these on eBay and have to ship them and everything. So this one here, I priced it $12.95. If you look out on eBay for like this glass, these are these old Pepsi glasses. There's the little Pepsi logo. Some of them are from 76 and some from 78. Yeah, that's 1976 and 78 back when I was a little kid. And yeah, I remember these glasses. We had some of them. I don't remember exactly which ones. Usually when you see these glasses, you're seeing like the Looney Tunes characters. But the superhero ones are more rare, and sell for a little bit more money. So first up, we got Shazam. They were marked $3.49, so I paid about $3 after my my little bit of a discount. Shazam, so Shazam's going for $13. We got Aquaman, and this is pretty much the one I remember having, the Aquaman one as a kid. I don't know what other ones, but I know I had this one. Got the Aquaman logo on the back. He's same price. I believe he's $12.95. We have Robin, the Boy Wonder. So that means they obviously made Batman as well. Got the little logo there. And this one was from 76. So you can tell the difference. The 76 have the black printing, and the ones from 1978 have like this white printing. So that's how you can tell the difference. It also is stamped on there as well. But the one that was worth the most, I was actually kind of surprised. We got the Riddler. Yeah, if you look on eBay for comps on this, they're probably anywhere from maybe a couple around 15, but as high as like $30, even like $35 for this one. If I wanted to wait and sell it on eBay, I probably could get top dollar, but I'd rather just put these all in my booth and have it kind of look cool and put them all together, and hopefully one person will buy them all. But that one's $20, yeah, $19.95 for the Riddler. So yeah, those are pretty awesome. If you had any of these type of glasses, let me know. Let me know which one of these is your favorite, and maybe you had one of those old Hanna-Barbera or Looney Tunes, whichever they were. I had Cool Cat. If you remember those, I'll throw a picture of a Cool Cat glass up here. That was my favorite as a kid because he was cool. All right, that's it. That's it for today. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.